Hey guys, and welcome to a new video on my channel. I'm sure you all know now that Necromancy is going to be released on the 7th of August. For Necromancy, Jagex released a certain list of items which are going to be used in the skill. I will make sure to attach that to the description, and if I can, remember anyway, I'll put it in the comments. Basically, this is a collection of bones and other various different objects which are going to be useful from Necromancy from day one. Now, a lot of people have been really proactive and really good, to be fair, and stocked up on these items. Me, however, I have not. I know we've been doing a lot of videos on how these necromancy methods have changed money-making methods and how stuff are making a lot more money than normal. But while I have been doing them to test them, I'm always selling the items rather than stocking them in my bank. This has kind of worked though, because when I have done it, we've been able to sell them for a lot higher price than they are now. And with 2 weeks of the updates coming, the prices start to shift and slightly go towards the decline, and they are relatively cheap compared to what price they have spiked at. So rather than buy it when it's released and stuff is spiking because it's useful, I'm going to stock up and buy all my supplies in this video. Now, everything I'm buying is based off my opinion and things I've sort of seen in videos and stuff. I will explain while I'm doing them, but obviously don't go off what I'm saying. Do your research, but only buy stuff you're confident in buying and using as well. So first of all, I'm just going to throw my Onyx Bolt, which is what I actually use for my alchemizers. I run 2 alchemizers. It's not the most efficient, but I do use Onyx Bolts. That is probably the cash stack I've had from, I don't know, it's probably the best part of the year. It's the way I've sort of hid my money from myself, so for this time I've had the best part of overmax cash sat in the cash machines. And for how low maintenance is as well in the price of Onyx Bolts, I think I buy 6.4k, and then once you had 800 GP for your Nature Rune, you're making the best part of 1.5k profit per alch. So it's not massive money, but it's quite nice when you forget about it and you come back to it eventually. So we've got just under 2.4 bill, which is nice. It does make me realise as well in this account we are sort of holding a bit of GP as well, because I've also got, where is it? There you go, another, I'd say that's over a bill. Yeah, it's 850 and you can see the price we bought for. So I'm pretty confident that'd be over a bill. So we're holding a decent amount of GP, to be fair, which is quite nice. I'm going to be doing a bank video later because, as you can see by my space, I don't have a lot. We are pretty much full on the bank side, and it does need one hell of a clean. Ready for Necromancy, ready for all the items coming into the game, so we're going to be doing that a little later on. But anyway, so the purpose of this video was to stock up on the items we need for Necromancy. So I'm not going to slide by many of them anyway, either. Let's just buy that. The anima I was buying because I was going to fletch God Arrows for my fletching XP. That's kind of gone to the wayside now because Dino Arrows are so expensive. So yeah, that is not going to happen. I was buying the Acadia frames because that's what we need for the new ranging part of Fort Grimfrey. And the visor webs because these actually make money turning them into Gallodynamic visors, but they are such a slow buy. I think this is from over 3k, it's not 3k, 3 weeks. 3 weeks worth of buying, which for something which is going to be over time, it's actually not that bad. So I'm going to take that out as well. I'll put it back in a bit. But yeah. Now, while I've got you guys, obviously we're going to be doing another video as well, linked to bonus XP weekend. That's where the cash stack's going to go as well. And I'm also going to do a nice bank cleanse, and maybe we'll sort of have a look at some PVM upgrades we can do as well, just so we can throw that in as well. I think I'm going to do a nice big 6 monthly cleanse of a bank because there is an awful lot of junk there and there's an awful lot of space I can save just by going through and being a little bit ruthless with the bank. So the first thing I'm going to buy is normal bones. I'm going to put an offer in for 10k. No, you know what, 10k. And the reason I'm going to go for so many of the lower tier bones once we work our way through. From what I've seen in the videos, you need more lower tier bones and then you do less and less when you go up higher tier. Again, any things I say, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Let me know if I've done something slightly wrong as well, because I'm always interested in your guys' opinion, and you do set me right quite a lot of times. But I think you're going to need more of the lower tier bones and then lesser of the higher tier bones. So I'm not too bothered about buying loads of the higher tier bones, but I like a nice stock of the lower stuff. So we'll go for big bones next. Again, this will be another 10k. What I'll do actually, I know we're sort of sidetracking already. Empty money pouch, amazing. Right, so at least now we know, we're starting it's a budget of 300 mil. We'll see how much we spend on the supplies. Right, so normal bones done, big bones as well. I think we'll go roughly for the same sort of ballpark, 10k. Now, this doesn't say on release I don't just dump the items if I've decided to go and do something else. Now, I think I'm going to do the money making side and the rune crafting side on the noob account, and then on the main account we'll go and do like the actual skilling and stuff, and then make videos updating on like what we've done, how we've made stuff and stuff like that. Baby dragon bones. I'm going to go for 5k of them. What's next? Wyvern bones. These are right. So wyvern bones do have the benefit of being in super prayers as well. So I'm going to go for 3,000. Because they'll always hold the price. They are very much under GE. Wow, so we bought them for 18.4k. And this is what I'm saying, like, don't get me wrong, the baby dragon bones and the big bones bought slightly above. But again, who's killing them? The wyvern bones bought very, very cheap. Dragon bones, I've got 100k sat in the bank. Don't need to buy them. Actually, I'll withdraw them as well just so I can show you. Same with the Daggenoff bones. I made quite a big brain move when we were doing the Daggenoff series not to sell them. So that is a bonus. Aerith bones, we'll buy a K. Now, this weekend as well, I'm planning on doing quite a bit of PVM. So there is a chance I actually end up with bones I'll sell at some point. Because I just don't need them and I'm stocked up on them. Bones, I'm going to buy 800. Because I've actually, Jesus, they're expensive. Let's go 500. So now we're getting to the point where we're buying some big boy price bones. 70k is what we sold them for early in the week. It's fine, we'll leave them to buy. Dragon Kin bones, 5. Whack 20% on. 18k, yeah, not bad. And don't get me wrong, this will nowhere be near like what I need to do the skill, but it's enough to give me like a start. And obviously once stuff's released, you'll be able to like adjust and change based off what's happening. But as long as I've got like enough to like sit on and be confident with, we've got enough to make like progress. I'm not going to go for rank or anything. I'm just there to like enjoy the first day grind, which I think archaeology the first couple of days were brilliant because people were playing the game again, people were having fun. There wasn't actually any trolling. People were trying to help each other out. It was good. And that's what I want to do now. I want to like be able to try different methods, show you guys things I'm doing, like the rituals and all the other stuff as well. Just to show you that you can do things with the start of the skill. Right, so just 2 bones left to get. Frost dragon bones. I'm going to buy, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to buy 500 of each. Reinforced. 2, 3, 4, 5. So what did reinforce sell for? 88k. Wow, they're gone down. Addy Dragon Bones at 34k. Rune Dragon Bones at 88k. Frost Dragon at 28. I think these have like settled to quite a reasonable price. Now, Frost Dragons, even like before the whole update, were only sort of 20, 21k because they were the best prayer XP. Well, not so much the best prayer XP again. They were the most highest prayer XP to like decent relative cost. It's really the Rune Dragon and the Addy Dragon which have seen like a massive jump in their bone price. Everything else seems not close to what it used to be, but it's nowhere near as inflated as it was, say, 2-3 weeks ago. And that's why we say when like stuff is released via news, via Jagex, don't go and buy the item straight away. Wait for it to settle, wait for it to find its price, because it'll be all the hype and all the inflation on an update which is 6 months away. Jump in then and make money with it being so inflated and we stuff being so high price, and then wait for stuff to settle down and then buy it. That's the best way to do it anyway, I've found. Right, so these, I've heard that these can be a little pricey. They might be like decent money, you know, to like farm. And it's, to be fair, I've had a comment on one of the Prime accounts series is say that farming like full phase sheep is actually decent profit, which looking at that price, I'm gonna start farming me some sheep. It could generally be decent money if you just like force bred them. I'm sure I've got some anyway in my storage, so I'll definitely look at farming those. 100 for 35k. Bang. Right, so the last thing I want to buy is bars. Bars. So I'm just going to stock up on the lower tiers. Again, we're going to buy more of a lower tier and then like work our way up with less and less. God, these are high price. Iron, steel. I mean, it's nice to have some in my bank bar storage anyway. Steel bar. How that is less than iron, I will never know. This, I tell you what, this economy sometimes just breaks your brain. Steel. Next is mithril. Oh, it's rune next, but I need to buy orichalcum anyway. These were crashing. Yes, they are. Rune bar. And to be fair, I actually don't think we've done too bad, Bane, while we're here. Jeez. Rune bar. I think it was only up to Bane. Yes, so the only bars we need in the metal bank are up to Bane. So we've actually got 18 mil left. Let me see what else we can have. Subjugation I'm going to get myself. All I need for subjugation is the garb, which I'm going to go in camp as well. Algarian thread. I can go and buy from the creature near Uglog. Spider silk as well. Worst case, I can buy spider silk and mystics from shops. I can buy spider silk from Zaf and mystic from the Magic's Guild, Visage. So the only thing, and don't get me wrong, I'm looking at it, debating to buy it, is the Spectral. I'm really debating it. 19 mil, but I think it'll be more than that. See what, we'll throw another 10 mil in the pouch. So we're up to 320 mil total. Spectral, Sigil, not Sigil, Shield. But I am happy with those prices. I think for 320 mil, that's gave us a decent jump, and we're a little bit more prepared than what I thought we'd be. Well, not thought we'd be, but I was. Oh, there we go. Bought the Auric Outcome bars. If I just change the price. If I change Ogre Bones to 75k. Everything else, I'll at least just buy over time. I'm happy with that. I'm happy that we've got to start. So just go over what we've got again. So, going down the list. Spider Silk will buy from Zaf. Mystic Set will buy from the Wizard Guild, so we don't need that. Algarian Thread we're going to buy from the NPC towards Uglog. We're going to do it actually after this, actually, just so you know where he is. The Wool we're buying on the GE, but I'm definitely going to be looking to see if I've got some of the sheep in my player owned farm and get farming them. See if they're going to be decent profit. See if they're worthwhile doing, and at least worthwhile farming while you're doing Necromancy, because you can like support yourself throughout training. Igneous Stone, I'm going to have to go and do some Zook, and we can make a nice little stock of them. Appraisal Codex, I'm not buying that. I'll wait to see how much of an impact it has. Again, to me, I don't have the tier 95 prayers anyway. I just think there's better things to spend your cash on. It will happen eventually. I will buy them eventually. I think I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to have to. Metal bars up to Bane, they've all bought. Again, we've got 2k bronze and then 1k of each afterwards. And then in terms of the bones, they put ashes down, which I don't know, I can see a curveball of. I bought 100k Infernal Ashes because it didn't make sense to me how Bones would get the attention and Ashes would not, because it just means that Ashes just sit in the dirt at the price. So that's why I bought them. I also bought Tortured Souls as one of my failed Necromancy merches as well, because I thought those in like the Shade Remains would be something which would make sense to throw into like a Necromancy ritual. But, they're such a cool collector's item because they're not a lot. It didn't cost me a lot to buy. I think I spent like 120 mil on them. Admittedly, I've lost cash, but it's just a cool item to have there. Especially with the Edemu kills I've got, I think it's quite a cool little thing to have. Overloads, which if you have them pre-made before Necromancy, they'll get a Necromancy boost. Once they've been made after Necromancy, you'll have to use another potion. So it's actually more cost effective for you to do this now. 830 and the salves and all the others means I'll definitely be okay for it. And then again, as we mentioned at the beginning of the episode, lower tier bones I've bought 10k of, then I bought 5k of the baby dragon bones, 3k wyverns, I've got plenty of dragon bones, plenty of dag bones, then again, working our way down in numbers of the higher tier bones because I just don't think you'll need as much of them. So all in all, we've sort of thrown 320 mil at Necromancy. Do I think that's enough? Absolutely not. Do I think what I've bought is best for optimal XP? Absolutely not. I think there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of new methods found on the day, a lot of ways to change stuff faster, but I've got enough to be prepared for it, and that's all I'm really looking for, to be fair. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Let me know what you bought for Necromancy, what have you stocked up on it, what do you think is going to be the best way to train, best way to do stuff, what have you bought for and why, and how much have you invested in it. Obviously, the big rumours is that the keys of the crossing are going to be very needed because the Magister is going to be the best way to train it. I currently have 16. I do have quite a lot of plans to go and spend time AFKing these Scorpions just to stock up on these because I think it might be a decent shout. I'd like to have 100 before going into them. This guy as well actually had 1k keys of a crossing. He bought it 90k each. Sold them at 300k. Definitely feeling that, but I could never see a key going to 900k. So it is what it is. We still made money off it, and that's the most important. That's the most important thing anyway. Oh, and in terms of what we mentioned about money as well, just a casual 400, 500 mils out there as well. So we're doing alright on GP on this account. Considering I don't really do a lot. So yeah, we're doing alright. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you have, please like, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be coming with quite a few episodes or videos soon relating to accounts and what accounts are doing. And then we're also going to do a bit of a bank cleanse episode, because just look at the state of this. It definitely needs to be done. I know that some of you guys enjoy stuff like that, so I'll probably do that at some point next week. But yeah, if you're looking forward to it all, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.